Hello, if you don't know me yet, my name is Pelumi Adedoja. One thing that I know that so many people struggle with, I'm included, is comparison. Remember growing up, I heard so many voices comparing me with people. I'm not talking about internal voices, I'm talking about external voices, people, real humans that thought they were doing me good and were comparing me with other people, comparing me with the standard of how things should be, comparing me with people they think I should be like, people my age. I remember being compared regarding my stature. You're so fat. I've lost some weight, do you mean? But you're so fat, you could be slim like this. Oh, you could dress better like this. Oh, you could stand better like this person. Or you could sit better like this person. Oh, why are you walking that way? See the way this person is walk like that person. Well, comparison is an old part of life. But the truth is that comparison does not always do us good. Sometimes comparison destroys our esteem. It hurts us. And we need to deal with it. We need to know how to discern between what is useful and what's not useful in comparison and how to overcome. If this is the first time you're watching this channel, please like, subscribe, share, tag somebody that needs to hear this, follow depending on the channel or the platform on which you're watching this. So comparison is not cool at all. So many people have had to struggle with this all their lives. Hearing voices externally that later become internal voices that keep telling them that they are not good enough. They keep telling them that they could be like this person, they can be like that person, and that is not so great. I agree that sometimes comparison could be constructive, where you see somebody, a mentor, or someone else, or some other business, depending on what you're comparing, who or which is ahead and doing what you desire to do at that moment. So it's fine at that point if you want to compare your strategy with their strategy, your method with their method, what they do better and what you're not doing so well, and learn so you can improve. That is constructive, that is good. But if it's in a bid to tear down your esteem, in a bid to make you feel like you were not good enough, now that is terrible. That should never be allowed in your space. If there is somebody who does that to you, I think it's high time you corrected that person or you left the relationship. I'm a bad relationship advisor. Okay. I'm not saying leave, don't leave the relationship, but I mean, just do something about it, because that voice should not constantly get into your ears. It should not. It should not. You could tell the person about it. I'm not a relationship advisor, so let's leave that aspect. But my point is, get that voice out of your head in one way or the other, or reduce the volume to the lowest, and increase the volume of that which lifts your spirit. I understand you can't always seek to hear the positive, but we need people in our space who tell us the truth. But the truth is not necessarily comparison, believe me. I know parents who compare their children with other children or compare siblings with siblings. That is not great. And I think as many people who do that, if you are not the recipient of the comparison and you're the one who compare other people, please stop it. It destroys people, it hurts people. It's a reason why some people have committed suicide. I'm not making excuses for people, but people do go through a lot, and we should not contribute to tearing people down. So I believe the first thing is to reduce the voice to barest minimum, or really just tune off. Go to another station, a station that lifts up your spirit or tells you the truth without necessarily comparing you. And the next point is to be your authentic self. Be you, be true to you, be true to your calling, be true to your passion, be true to your uniqueness. Be you, be yourself. Be yourself. There is no point in comparing yourself with any other person because you cannot be them. We already explained what constructive comparison is, but comparison in a bid to be exactly like them is not useful because it will get you nowhere. It will get you nowhere. That's just the truth. Imagine someone who is traveling to the US and another person traveling to Greece, or someone who already lives in the US and someone who already lives in Greece. And the person in the US is envying the person in Greece and desiring the person's scenery, what the person sees, desiring the language, desiring all of that. As long as you choose to remain in the US, you cannot get what the person in Greece has exactly. Why? Because you are in different places, absolutely different places. And that's the same, that's just a metaphor for what we are, the reality of our lives. We are who we are. We cannot be exactly like that person, only if we want to put an end to ourselves to become like the other person. I understand that we can learn from other people and adapt it to our lives, but not to become exactly like them. I mean, that is self-ruining. I mean, you're about to ruin yourself, and that is terrible. That is so terrible. Terrible. Okay, so be your authentic self. Be true to yourself. Analyze yourself. Your SWOT analysis. Just analyze yourself. Know what your skills are. Know what your weaknesses are. Know what your talents are. Know what your gifts are. Know all of that and improve on yourself. Develop yourself. Speak the truth to yourself. Do all you need to do to make you great, rather than desiring to become like somebody else. Okay? Okay, and the next one I like to raise is develop yourself. Just develop yourself. Develop that quality you have. Develop that gift you have. That thing you do that everyone is like, wow, or that thing you think you can do to add value to the world. Please go ahead. Just do it. Improve it. It doesn't have to be popular at the moment, but as long as it is you, please do it. Okay, zoom on to the next thing. Now. This is not me insulting anybody, and I'm speaking to myself likewise. Don't be self-centered. Please don't be self-centered. Sometimes the reason why comparison tears us down is because we are. How do I put it? The reason why it tears us down is because we just desire to be the one in the limelight. We desire to be the one that is celebrated. We desire to be the one that everybody is talking about. And that is not a wrong desire, to be honest. But let us learn how to celebrate other people and just let them get the limelight. Let them get the glory. Celebrating people doesn't take anything away from you. In fact, it adds to you. So let us learn to celebrate people. Oh, this person is doing something so great. Wow, you're doing something awesome, great. Speak those positive words to them. You're doing something awesome. I like what you do. What you do is so creative. It's so nice. I mean, it's not taking anything from you, but you're adding so much value to that person, and that is great. You like somebody to do that to you if you were the one getting all that achievement. Let's learn to celebrate other people. Celebrating other people does not pull you down. Celebrating other people does not make you lesser. Celebrating other people does not make you a second-class person. You can lift somebody up without necessarily looking at yourself down. Please let us learn to celebrate other people. It would, in fact, build your esteem. Celebrating other people would, in fact, build your esteem and not tear you down. And I think celebrating other people without feeling bad, without feeling less, without feeling small is a sign of a healthy self-esteem. Really, that's truth. Gospel truth. Okay, and to the last point, celebrate yourself. Yes, we already said celebrate other people, celebrate what other people are doing. Also learn to celebrate yourself. And when you do something great in life and nobody recognizes it, no one's giving you an applause for it, please give yourself that. Give yourself the accolades, celebrate yourself, be your first voice of encouragement. Tell yourself all those encouraging words you want other people to tell you, because sometimes there is a starter phase where you start and no one sees you, no one talks about you, no one recognizes you. And there is the recognition phase where everybody begins to recognize you. So what happens in the starter phase where nobody sees you? Would you die there due to discouragement? No, those are the days, and that's the stage when you are to encourage yourself, when you are to speak positive words to yourself, when you are to embrace those people in your life who speak those positive words to you. Because if you have somebody like that in your life who speaks the positive words, who is always there to encourage you, please hold such people dearly. Embrace them and celebrate them. Okay, and that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining. Remember to like, subscribe, share, tag somebody who needs to hear this, a teenager, a young person, an old person you think is struggling with low self-esteem or self-comparison. Please talk them to this post, share this post with them. They will find this so beneficial. Thank you so much. Bye.